When we think back to lockdown now, some of the most moving images were those of the elderly in care homes whose families couldn't visit them. Over and over again, we were told that they were being protected.
We've tried to throw a protective ring around our care homes.
Well, we absolutely did throw a protective ring around social care.
But Jean Adamson's dad, Aldred, died after he caught COVID in his care home. At the time, the policy was to discharge people from hospital into care homes to free up beds, without them having to be tested for COVID.
I do lay the blame, the responsibility, firmly with that hospital discharge policy. Really, they were sitting ducks in the care home. They were lambs to the slaughter. You know, they didn't have any choice.
Speaking at the COVID inquiry today, though, Matt Hancock defended the policy, despite the fact that it was later changed. In one day, at the peak of COVID, 540 people died in care homes in England and Wales.
I still can't see a decision that would have been less bad. None of the options were good.
No. Do I take it that it was, from your perspective, the least bad decision, the least worst decision?
That's exactly my view, is that it's the least worst decision that could have been taken.
Right.
As for that ring of steel, Matt Hancock said that the phrase was rhetoric that meant the government was doing its best. The inquiry heard that some had accused him of lying.
I could quote people who got in contact to say thank you. I don't think it is instructive or helpful of the inquiry to exchange brickbats like this. You have to remember the context. I'm also dealing with driving testing, lockdowns. I had COVID myself. Obviously, the vaccine programme. I was pretty busy.
So what does Jean make of what the former health minister said today?
He hasn't shown any kind of compassion or empathy. How would you feel, Matt Hancock? You know, if this were your father, if this were your mother, how would you feel? And then try to show some feeling and some empathy.
Aldred Adamson died from COVID without any of his family around him. His daughter wants to make sure that never happens to anybody else.